Hey everybody, Charles here from Thomas Woodworking and Lumber, and I just want to make a quick video about something that has been a thorn in my side since I started doing woodworking, which is these parallel clamps or bar clamps that a lot of people use, including myself, for doing glue ups. And what happens? You do a glue up and then you have dried glue all over your bar, and there's a bunch of problems with this. One is that things don't sit flat against it anymore, and you're not getting good registration, planar registration of your wood against it. And the other thing is your clamps start not clamping the way that they should because they can't get through here or they can't grip on the way that they should. So I've seen a lot of videos on YouTube that talk about how to clean this stuff off, and I'm going to walk you through something that I think is a little bit easier. The two solutions that I've seen most commonly recommended are to use some sort of heavy-duty solvent and put it on there, which can be dangerous. And the other is to sort of build some contraption and dunk them in there, take them apart, dunk them in there, leave them soaking overnight, and then pull them out and clean them off. So we're gonna do something different. Let's figure out what part of my bar is covered in glue. In this case, it's about a foot or a little more because the last board I did was about that wide. And I'm gonna take about that much paper towel, and you want several plies, so I'm going to take 3 of them and fold it like that. And then the next thing you're going to do is get some normal white household vinegar. Like I'm just using some normal distilled white vinegar, and I'm going to pour it down the middle of this. It's okay to get it good and wet, something like that. And then we're going to take it, put it onto the bar, and just start forming the paper towel around the bar like this, and it'll start sticking to itself because it's wet. Something like that, just so that the wet part of the paper towel is pressed up against where the glue is, and that's all there is to it. So you can leave this, if it's really wet, you can leave it overnight. You just kind of don't want it to dry out. So, but a few hours is probably sufficient for what we want to do with it. So we'll check back with this in a couple hours, and I'll show you the next step. Okay, it's been a couple of hours. You can already see that all this stuff is leaching into the paper towel. You take it off. The glue is really easy to get off now. It's very soft. Just kind of comes right off of there. The metal is a little discolored right now, but you'll see in a second that that'll clean right up. And so the next step is I'm going to use a drill with a brass brush on it, and we'll clean this right up. A old Black & Decker drill that is set to the faster setting, and I've got a brass brush. The reason I use brass is you don't want to scratch and remove any of the steel, and steel on steel would not be good. So pick something that's softer than the steel, and I'm going to demonstrate this as best I can holding the phone with one hand, but it comes right off and it returns the metal to nice clean state. So let's see what happens. So you can already see the metal is nice and gleaming. All right, so nice clean steel, no glue residue on it at all, and ready for action. So one of the things that people also recommend in these videos is you putting some paste wax on here to keep the glue off and also keep the metal protected and everything. But my experience of that is that it can lead to your clamps not actually clamping down when they're supposed to, because they slip and lose grip. So this is as far as I go. I'll do all 4 sides of these with the drill, and they'll be nice and shiny and ready to go. We've still got some good gripping action here with the serrations, and these clamps, once I do all the sides of them, they'll be ready to use again. So I hope that's helped somebody out there. It helped me, and thanks a lot, you guys. See you next time.